As somebody who's done flatbedding for a year, boy, I tell you, it feels good to not be doing that shit again. F the money. Rain, sleet, snow. You gotta strap up. Bro, I was in a blizzard in Wisconsin by myself, rolling out tarp. Wind just blowing. Bringing the tarp up to the top. Unrolling it. And that's after strap. I thank God I didn't die when the forklift driver dropped some pipes on my head. Real story. This one time I was in Utah delivering a load, right? I had pipes, PCP pipes, a whole bunch of bundles on the top of the flatbed. I unstrapped them all, and I was at the front of the flatbed rolling up my straps. If y'all know, if anybody who done flatbed before, you know there's that little device you could just put to the end of the trailer or the front of the trailer, wherever you want to put it. Throw your strap in there and just start rolling them up. So I'm up front, I'm just rolling. Just another day. Freezing cold though, and there was snow on the ground. Tell me why while I was doing that, blink of an eye, I'm just looking at the sky. Not only was I looking at the sky, but everything was slow motion. I'm laying in the snow, flat, on my back. I remember the forklift driver came over. Are you okay? I could hear his boots on the snow. He came over, he's like, hey, you good? Yo, you fine? Can you get up? I remember just thinking in my head like, oh man, God, please don't let me stay like this. Because his voice was just all muffled. Everything was just blurry. Then like a movie, everything slowly came clear like, are you okay? And I'm like, I don't know. I was just spread out like the cross. I look over at my left hand, I just see these 3 fingers. I had gloves on, but I could only see these 3 fingers sticking. And I'm like, damn. Because I already broke my pinky in football before. But I didn't feel it, it was cold. So I just see 3 fingers and I'm just like, look at my other hand, I'm like, look down at my feet, like, wiggled my toes a little bit. He's like, could you get up? In my mind, I'm like, I don't want to try to get up. I've seen too many movies. I get up and something just breaks inside of me and I'm dead. So I didn't want to get up. So a couple other guys came over. You good? You good? Should we call the ambulance? I'm like, yeah, call the ambulance. I hear the sirens coming closer and I'm like, bro, this is me. You know when you drive in and you see the ambulance, whoop, and you're like, damn, it's somebody's day. Well, that was mine. Paramedics rush over, hey, and they're all cool and calm, and that just freaks me out even more, mentally. I'm poised, but in my mind, I'm like, I know what y'all doing. Same thing that doctors do when they're about to put you to sleep.
Hey man, we see you had a fall. Want to lay in the snow, huh? I get it, make snow angels.
Type jokes. And I'm like, yeah. As I'm laying in the snow, I could just feel that it's starting to get colder. They're like, all right, we're just gonna check your ribs or whatever. I think I had a safety vest. They took it off. I had a hoodie. My favorite hoodie too. Bodega hoodie. I love that shit. Took some scissors, cut it off. As soon as they cut it off.
Hey, I'm trying to work with you, player. You got yours 860, right?
So, like I was saying, as soon as he took off the hoodie and my whole chest is just out to the air, my body just started composing. I'm just on the ground. Like, I'm not really going like too crazy in the head because I feel like I'm okay, kind of. Like as far as my body, my fingers and toes is moving. So I'm like, all right, it can't be that bad. But because it was so cold and I'm laying in the snow and I just got hurt, I guess. I don't even know how long I was laying there. But I do know as soon as my body got taste of that wind, I'm just like this. And they're like, no worries, buddy. Everything seems like good. Yeah, it's normal. What your body's doing is normal. They're trying to ease my mind. Then they get the stretcher. They move my body over, lay me on the stretcher, pick me up, carry me into the ambulance, and now we ride into Salt Lake City Hospital or something. I was like, bro, I can't believe. I'm like, damn, my truck, I'm in Utah by myself. Who do I call right now? Because me and my ex, we had broken up. We were supposed to be done for real. I call her as I'm like getting rolled through the hospital. I don't even know how I still have my phone. Maybe it was just in my pocket. Maybe they don't confiscate nothing. Anyways, I FaceTime my mom. She's like, you know, moms, she gonna freak out. Show my dad. What's going on? What's going on? I briefly explained to them, let them know I'm in the hospital. They bugging out, or my mom bugging out. My dad like, yeah, he FaceTimed us. He good. Long story short, I had a little bit of bleeding in the front part of my brain. My fingers weren't broken when I took the gloves off. They just had slipped. Maybe I tried to catch myself unconsciously. I had some bruising here and there, headache. I forget what other pains I had, but I know I was hurt. I was out of work for a whole year getting workers' comp and building the case. Long story shorter, that is how I got my truck. It gave me a settlement check like 2 years later, and I used that money to get this truck. And I'm 6 months away from paying it off. In hindsight, I should have just paid it all off, but I didn't want to. You know, when you have a big lump sum of money, you just don't want to give it all up. So I put some money down and financed the truck. I say all that to say flatbed driving. And that's just not even because of the accident. The work itself is not worth the bread. If you a flatbedder, cool, kudos to you. Somebody gotta do it. And I know a lot of flatbedders be like, if you ain't flatbedding, you ain't really trucking. Well, I'm in a truck. I don't know what to tell you, brother. And I'm getting money too, so tomato, tomato.